I bet you think that I am a brat or that I must be born rich or am a trust fund baby or that I'm some millennial who doesn't want to work. And you couldn't be more wrong because I love to work, actually. I have been through a lot of things in my life, financially speaking, where most people would have given up, they would have caved in, and they would have abandoned all of their dreams and aspirations. But I didn't do that. And I'll tell you why. I've never had a regular 9 to 5 job in the sense of getting up early and reporting to an office at the same time every day, Monday through Friday, and clocking out at the same time every day, Monday through Friday. I love that. See, for some people, this might be difficult to understand because they want the security, they want the benefits, they want the consistency. I like all of those things too. I do enjoy having consistency in my life because I have ADD, and creating some sort of consistency, having a system is comforting. It's safe. It also allows for maximum focus and productivity. But that being said, I also enjoy a life of adventure and taking risks. And I've had to take a lot of risks, not just with my business, but in life. Personal risks. If you see me fidgeting, it's because I have my lens cap here in my hand. I think that if I hadn't taken those risks, then I wouldn't be the person that I am. And I love the person that I am. And part of that is refusing to have a regular 9 to 5 job. When I first entered the workforce many years ago, remote work and being a digital nomad, all of these things were weird. And I faced a lot of criticism from my parents' friends, from family members, from people who just didn't understand. And the first thing that I always heard from these people was, when are you going to get a real job? And that was always funny to me because a job is trading in your time, your service, your value for money. And I was doing those things, but I was doing it from my house while wearing pajamas and clocking in at whatever time I wanted to. And people really did not understand that. But I think that ultimately the reason why I can never work a regular 9 to 5 job is because I love freedom. I like being able to pick up my things and work from wherever I want and be constantly inspired by the people I run into, the places that I go to work. Having a sense of ownership over my life. When you're working for yourself or you're working remotely or you have a business, you have to create your own network because when you work a regular job, you show up to this establishment and your network becomes the people that you're working with physically, the people that you surround yourself Monday through Friday every day. You don't really have that when you're working for yourself. So it's so important to make your own network of people who understand you, of people who have the same interest as you, the people who are just as passionate about the work that they're doing, because surrounding yourself with a community of people who understand you is crucial to having a sense of fulfillment, finding your purpose, and having the drive to continue working. Another thing that you have to have is self-motivation, because you don't have a boss, you don't have somebody who is checking in on you every 30 minutes. They're not making the rounds. There's nobody who's above you, who's walking around the office or your place of work and making sure that you're doing the thing that you need to be doing. The beauty of that is that it becomes easier when you're doing a job that you love to do, which is why I love this lifestyle, because it forces you to work on things that you're truly passionate about, as opposed to just doing something that is paying you. I would rather make $12,000 a year and struggle to do what I'm doing now than making a whole lot more by working a regular 9-to-5 job. You have to have that willingness to sacrifice certain luxuries to be able to progress and move forward in your career and your life. These sacrifices are important. You have to have the hope that one day all of these sacrifices and all of the risks that you've put in are going to pay off. Whatever that means to you, it could be monetary, it could be self-fulfillment, it could be growth. It could just be finding your passion. It's important to have that hope, to have that faith that whatever it is that you're working on now is going to pay off at some point. If you don't have these things, if you don't set up this mindset for yourself, it's going to be so difficult for you to follow this path, because this path has resistance, has sacrifices. It's a bumpy road. It's not smooth. And there's so many different paths that you can take that it can be overwhelming. The reason that I wanted to make this video is because, well, first of all, my last video where I just sat down and talked to you, it seemed like you guys had a lot to say in the comments, even though the views were a little bit lower than other types of videos that I make. The comments were very high, and it seems like you guys had a lot to say. And so I do want to keep this conversation going, this two-way street that I've opened up here. And I also wanted to make this video because I have a well of experience regarding working remotely and working for myself and starting various businesses. These are just some of the things that I've been thinking about in the last couple of weeks. I think that you can learn from this. I think that there's value in my experiences. I mean, geez, I've been doing this sort of thing for close to 20 years now. There's knowledge there, and I don't want it to go to waste, because I know that somebody is clicking on this video and is considering starting their own business or being a creator or maybe just getting a remote job. I have all sorts of ebooks and things of that sort in the description. So if you are interested and you want to know more, then definitely download one of those because it's going to give you a head start. And subscribe to this channel, obviously, because we got a lot more that we need to talk about. And I hope that I've given you some pointers in this video, or that I've inspired you in some way. I wouldn't trade this lifestyle for anything. I love this, and I love the flexibility. I love the freedom, and sometimes the rewards are incredible. Sometimes the rewards aren't there, and that makes it really tough. But getting to those high tier rewards, that makes it all worth it. It makes it all worth it. And not just monetarily, but also with life experience. Because living like this allows me to have life experiences that other people just aren't able to have because of the time constraints of a regular job. And just today, I'm going to go to the movies. I'm going to drop everything that I'm doing, and I'm going to go watch Return of the King. I think that's so cool. I think that's really, really cool. And I'm not saying that to brag, but rather to inspire. Because I know if you're clicking on this, you're either nosy and want to know about my life, or you're curious. You're curious about this lifestyle because you're interested in diving into it yourself. And I do have another video that has to do with this topic. So if you are already starting to work remotely, or you work from home, or you're starting your own business and you're working by yourself, then check out this video. I'll also put a link in the description and in the comments for your convenience. And I dive a little bit deeper into tips and strategies for staying focused and staying productive when you're working for yourself. So I hope that you find this helpful and inspiring, and thank you for watching. For real, thank you for watching. I really appreciate this. And if you did enjoy this video, then please give me a thumbs up, because that lets me know. And also because it gives me internet validation points, I guess. I don't know. All right. I'm gonna go, so I will see you when I see you.